All right, social media company Snap making waves on Wall Street with its big stock market debut. The company's stock is trading higher after opening at $24 per share, making co-founders Evan Spiegel and Bobby Murphy instant billionaires. Both men will hold complete voting control over Snap, and they'll retain their leadership positions within the company. Spiegel is expected to stay on as CEO and Murphy as chief technology advisor. But are these guys really ready to lead a multi-billion-dollar public company? Joining me right now is Bullseye Brief founder Adam Johnson, along with tech investor Eric Schiffer. Good to see both you guys. Let's talk about the stock first, Adam. Kind of expensive?
Oh, yeah. Trish, this thing is extremely expensive. It's trading at about 30 times sales. And just for a little perspective, Facebook trades at 10 times sales, Twitter at 5 times sales. So this thing is way more expensive than those two. But here's the thing, Trish. It's growing at 600%. So you know what? The same time next year, it's going to be trading half the price of Facebook, and that's the deal. It's just growing so fast.
So you got to buy into the growth. You got to believe that there's not going to be some upstart that's going to come along and replace it. I mean, you think about Facebook and its success, but you know, wasn't the original one MySpace? And then it was diminished by the likes of Facebook. Is there anything on the horizon, Eric, that would give you pause? In other words, are there competitors to Snap that we're not even thinking about right now?
Let me tell you what gives me pause, Trish. It's the mirror that Evan is going to be looking into, because the reality is this is the new MySpace. I mean, it just is. The core competitive advantage, what they have that's unique, what you're supposed to have. Warren Buffett says you've got to have a core competitive advantage. Facebook just took it. They ripped him off. Even his fiance says it. She says it in interviews. They've stolen his stuff. So what do they have?
The actress,
yes,
the mom.
absolutely.
Sorry. Victoria's Secret model, Miranda Kerr. Not a bad fiance.
Yes.
Okay, keep going. So she even said, so your concern is that they don't have sort of a proprietary ownership on this space. And in other words, anybody can, you know, get in, but let's not face it, or let's face it, Eric. I mean, they have already a good head start, right? In that there are many people using it right now.
There are 185 million
using
people,
it.
actually.
But what do they have? Look, using it.
But let's explore that, Eric. I mean, because part of the deal here is you got to buy into the notion of change. You know, you look at a Tesla and you say, yeah, but Tesla doesn't have earnings. No, but they have vision. This company has vision, from the spectacles that you put on, where you can record a 15-second video and upload it instantly, where you have the augmented reality that is happening. This is the stuff that millennials want. They're changing the way we communicate, and you have to buy into that notion, Eric.
You know, and it is a very different way of communicating. I would just say, like, it's amazing to me. I was talking to some members of the Intel team yesterday that do use it, actively use it, and you know, one of the things I say, you bother to take a picture, don't you want to keep it? And it's no, you know, I mean, it's a totally different way of thinking, which is really revolutionary in and of itself, and you got to give the founders credit for that. Eric?
I give them credit. I give them credit for coming up with the idea. But the reality is that idea has been taken. It's been taken by the biggest platform in the world. And, you know, your guest talks about spectacles, which is this camera. I think spectacles is a spectacle. And the reality is millennials wouldn't wear this. They wouldn't even wear it at one of these raves, because it's, you know, it's not attractive. It's not good looking. Maybe if Tom Ford begins to tie to it, but they haven't even thought that way.
But you know something, Eric?
Really, what this is a big venture capital fund now, and they're in hopes of a new idea, because what they have is ripped off by Instagram.
I only have 5 seconds left, but you know, your concern is, are we looking at a potential tech bubble, and is this an example of it? Only time will tell. Adam and Eric, thank you so much for being here.